Welcome to the nice sweet spot where the reviews are on target and tell it like it is, whether it hits the spot or misses the target. Now, something that I've always enjoyed since I was younger is sugar wafers. I mentioned in a few of my different reviews that I am a recovering junk food junkie and I do enjoy sugar, which is not always good for someone who is conscientious about fitness and trying to make some healthy choices. So I want to do a compare contrast review because I was up in Target. I came across this Power Crunch and it says that it's a protein energy bar, but if you look at this box, it looks kind of like those sugar wafers. Like back in the day, I used to love sugar wafers, right? And so I'm looking for a healthy alternative. And when I saw these Power Crunch strawberry creams, I said, you know what? I got to give these a try. But before I can get into that, what I want to do is just break down how these two stack up next to each other. And so, all right. Let's talk about the traditional sugar wafers. In this instance, it's strawberry wafers, right? And looking at this package, it's a pretty big package, right? So first things first, right? A serving size for this is going to be 3 wafers, 150 calories for 3 of these, right? Now, in parentheses, it tells you 30 grams, right? So when we look at this one here, it's going to be 40 grams. So it's only 10 grams more for a serving size. And I pulled out one from the box so we can see what that looks like, all right? And that's going to be 220 calories. So if you're calorie watching, all right, granted, these here are going to be a little bit on the smaller end, less calories for this one, 150 for this one, 220 for this one. But as most people may know, those sugar calories, that sugar gram is going to turn into that stuff that goes right to the gut, and we don't want that anyway. So let's talk about the sugar in here. Okay, so for a serving size, which is 3 wafers, right? That's going to be 30 grams. It's going to be, let's see, 15 grams of sugar in here. And so 15 grams of sugar in here. And in here, let's see what we're getting. Just 5, right? So 1/3. Let me show you on the side so you can see that, right? Just 1/3. So that's good, right? So you got less sugar in here, less calories in here, right? Now, in terms of protein, that's one of the reasons that I purchased this Power Crunch Protein Energy Bar. So I was looking at the amount of grams for protein. So for these traditional sugar wafers, we get, let me turn that around so you can see it. Just 1 gram of protein, which is actually, I guess, more than a person would anticipate, considering that this probably would not be on your top 10 list of healthy treats. Now, for this one, however, we get 13 grams of protein. So, all right, so far, this one's winning on 2. This one's winning on 1, all right? Okay, let me take a quick look at some of the other information on here. All right, we got some saturated fat going on with this one, right? And it's 14 grams of fat overall, 7 grams of saturated fat. Now this one is 7 grams overall, 2 grams of saturated fat. So we actually got less fat in this one. But sometimes fat's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that a lot of times we see so many advertisements telling us that it's fat-free, assuming that that means it's always better for us. And that's not always the case, right? I'm not a nutritionist, but I do know that, all right? So to me, a big part is going to be, how do they taste? And something I want to point out is that even though this serving size is 30 grams, 3 wafers, right? And it's 150 calories. And this one here is 40 grams, right? So 10 grams more, and that's 220 calories. All right, if you do the breakdown on that, it's not that much of a difference. And not only that, but I feel like this here is going to allow you to control how much you're consuming because you have it individually wrapped. Sometimes you can come across the sugar wafers where they're individually wrapped and maybe it's just 2 servings in there. But in this container, there are 10 servings, right? So there is a possibility if you're someone who really enjoys these, like I do, you're probably not going to eat just 1 serving. So you're more than likely going to eat more than 150 calories in 1 sitting with these. And I'm not saying you'll eat the whole pack, but there's a possibility you might eat 1/3 of the pack. For some people, maybe half the pack. I really doubt that the average person is going to eat 3 wafers of these. If they like them, if they love them, forget about it, right? And they're going to say, all right, that's it for me. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. I know that's not going to happen with me. Therefore, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to open these because I don't have, sometimes I have my daughter with me and she'll be my taste tester for the kind of, not as healthy option because she can burn it off. She's a young kid, so she can burn it off easy. Me, not so much. And not only that, like I said, I really enjoy sugar and certain junk foods. And I know if I open these up, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to contain myself. We'll see. All right. But what I want to do right now is I'm going to open up this bar so we can take a look at what's going on here. Because if we look at the picture, sometimes pictures are deceptive. If you look at the picture on there, it really looks like it's going to have that wafer texture to it. But there's a possibility that it may not. Because sometimes protein bars, they make it look one way on the picture and then it looks totally different when you pop it open. That has been my experience with a couple in the past. So let me just get this open for you. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me hold it up so you can see. I don't want to take it all the way out. Let me show you that. Look at that. It actually does have that same texture that I usually see with the sugar wafer. And something you can't see, or I would say smell, is that strawberry is coming through real strong on this. I mean, it's smelling good. Some people don't like strawberry. I really do enjoy just eating regular strawberries, let alone strawberry ice cream, strawberry sugar wafers. So, but yeah, I'm going to show you on the side as well so you can see what's going on there, right? So it's looking really good though, right? Because it looks like the traditional. Oh gosh, I feel like I really need to open this. But can't we just look at the picture, right? I don't want to open it because I might go all in on those. So we'll see. All right. So right now I'm going to take a bite into this and we're going to see how this tastes, right? Let me show you that. All right. You know what? I have to say, it's a good thing that I did not open this one first and eat this one first because I know how this tastes. I did not know how this tastes. And I will have to say that it's all right. It's okay. I mean, if I open this up, I probably would not want to keep eating this one. I'd want to eat this one instead. But is it edible? Absolutely. Does it taste good? Yeah, it does taste good. But if you are like, you know what? I want something to taste identical to the traditional strawberry sugar wafer. No, this is not it. All right. But it does taste good though. I will say that. And I'll say it kind of has a little bit of, I mean, let me show you that again. It kind of has a little bit of a, I'm trying to think of the word. It's not like a, like sometimes you see those commercials that say it has a chalky aftertaste or something like that. It's not that it has a chalky aftertaste, but it certainly has a little bit of an aftertaste, something going on there. And I can't put my finger on it. I'm sure there's some ingredient in here that is making it have that aftertaste to it. But it is edible. I know that doesn't sound like a positive review to say something is edible. But Would I eat the rest of this box? Yeah, I'll eat the rest of this box. I mean, obviously not in one sitting, but I mean, there's some items out there, some protein bars out there that I would say taste better than this, but I will say that sometimes I want something that's a little bit different. I think this would be a great idea. I don't like that it has 220 calories in it and only 13 grams, because there's some protein bars out there that can pack like 20 grams of protein in there, and then you maybe only are getting 170 calories. So if you're someone who's into the numbers game, that may be something that puts you off, because that was something initially which I was like, I don't know about this. It's 13 grams. All right, and it's got 5 grams of sugar, and it's got more calories than I usually do. But I figured this would be a nice treat every once in a while, right? But okay. So, but that's my review. Because at this point, you can see I probably don't like it as much as I really want to like it, because I haven't finished this whole thing yet. But I will say that it is something worth giving a try. When I was in Target, the price for it is $6.69, and you get 4 in a box, right? So that's not too bad, 4 in a box for $6.69. And they had a lot of other flavors, but I didn't want to purchase any other flavors until I tried one first, because sometimes I do that. I'm like, oh wow, these look good, and I buy like 6 different flavors, right? So they have a lot of different flavors, so there's a possibility. Could it just be this one that has that interesting taste afterwards? I don't know. But yeah, but that's it for now. If you have an idea, maybe a recipe, or you have some type of protein bar or something that you saw that's a healthy alternative to something that maybe is one of your childhood favorites that you want me to try, drop a line in the comments. Let me know. And maybe I'll be able to check it out for you and let you know what I think, okay? But that's it for now. I'm going to keep eating my bar. I do like the crunch. All right, and I'll see you next time at the nice sweet spot. Take care.